I can't remember much of my life before I turned 6 years old, but I remember that I never felt as one of the boys. My name is Mikela Christensen. I'm an open transgender person and I'm 29 years old. As I'm living in Denmark, I both have a legal female name and a female CPR number. Going on the street and being different is hard because I don't see a lot of people like me, so there can be days where I don't see other transgender persons. So I think that my appearance hopefully give other people the courage to came out as well.
After having received death threats on Facebook, Mikela started her own project Get It Straight People 1 month ago. With it, she aims to galvanize the viewers into understanding trans issues.
I saw there was a need to provoke people, to really get people to understand that their hatred or not understanding us is not a valuable choice. We need to have the right to be here, even though it pisses you off. I don't feel like I'm a part of the Danish society at all. I actually consider myself a person with a non-nationality. The cultural capital, I think, is a great idea, but I don't think it can change the way people, or cis or straight people, look about the LGBT community in 1 year. It's too soft and they're trying too much to make it look like gay people are just the same as straight people. And I would love to see more of the struggles we have in our life instead of the assimilation to straightness.
This year, Aarhus is a European cultural capital, and the theme of the program is Let's Rethink. But does it actually invite people to rethink about LGBTQ issues? One of the events is the exhibition called Gender Blender here at the Women's Museum. It explores the multifaceted notions of gender.
The topic of the Cultural Capital 2017 is Rethink. And this exhibition is all about rethinking. We want people to rethink the gender issue. I think most people, when they think about gender, they think man, woman, and that's it. But there's so much more to talk about. There are so many parameters, and there are so many things to reflect about in terms of language, in terms of how we are raising our children. And it's very, very important to have a dialogue about this.
In addition to films, oral history, and even a gender-neutral bathroom, interactivity plays the largest part of the exhibition. One interactive piece is the Draw Your Gender station, which asks participants to draw a symbol that represents their gender expression. Mikela defines herself as a female. For her, there is no difference between a cisgender and a trans woman.
Every day I have to, in part of my work, stand up for the gender I belong to. That I'm a woman and that I'm allowed to be a woman here in Denmark and that I don't have to defend it. That basically is how gender defines my everyday life, but my gender has been a conflict ever since I was very young, so gender definitely have the effect on my life.
If you would be in a protest, what would you be, like, your slogan?
That will be trans. Women. Trans women are 100% women. So I think Aarhus Culture Capital is making a try to change things here, but they think they push us too little, so they're not going to change anything. They need to push the boundaries that much so people get uncomfortable, so they need to find a new way of thinking about things.
Of course, when you do a cultural year, it's really important that you open up and have an open atmosphere of tolerance and engagement. You know, as I said, we don't have this as a specific target group, but of course we have been aware of also inviting in artists, you know, that reflect this openness and tolerance.
Alongside the Aarhus Cultural Capital exhibitions, the city keeps providing with different and alternative queer activities and events. For example, the Proud Film Festival, which has the first stop here in Oslo Paradis, and is all about diversity. Since 2013, this annual event has given the LGBT community a platform for their voices to be heard. Fiction, documentary, and biographic films try to raise awareness of the queer reality.
I think it's very important that we have events like this who show our side of the story from our perspective and not the straight perspective of our story. I think this is very important for people to get the real experience about how we live our life and how we experience our everyday life.
Aarhus Cultural Capital 2017 hosts a wide variety of inclusive events. It remains to be seen whether or not they will invite a sustained rethinking of queer issues.
This shouldn't be just once a year. It should be every fucking day. They recognize that we are a culture and a people, and we are different from straight or cisgender people. Okay, thank you.